Today on Disgaea 6 we are heading into the first stage, which means heading over to the space-time gate, even though if you look at the kanji the order is time-space, so cheers for that. As the stage begins we see a Prinny who asks Zed for help. Zed refuses to help, saying this noisy penguin has got nothing to do with him. The game then explains what a Prinny is. It describes Prinnies as the familiars of the Netherworld, that is, a familiar in the sense of a magical creature who hangs out with a witch or something. Inside every Prinny is the soul of a human who committed some crime in their lifetime. Prinnies are considered the lowest of the low, about the same level as zombies, and they receive similar treatment. While Zed wonders what the penguin wants, Kerberos explains that the appearance of the god of destruction has thrown this Netherworld into total chaos. The conversation is halted by some demons who have turned savage thanks to the god of destruction's influence. This stage is basically a tutorial for combos and team attacks. In Disgaea 6 it seems that your attack is boosted by whatever allies happen to be standing within 2 squares of your character. Unfortunately this precludes the elaborate combo attack animations seen in previous games, so that's strike 1 for Disgaea 6 as far as I'm concerned. After the battle the Prinny wonders how a zombie can be so strong. Zed says that it's no big deal, and compared to the god of destruction those guys are basically trash. And with that we're back in the 4th dimension where Kerberos announces the opening of the Netherworld Hospital. Strangely enough, in Disgaea 6 all the units are healed immediately after every battle, so you only ever visit the hospital to collect rewards. I know that's more convenient, but it does add to the feeling that as a player I'm not exactly a necessary component of this game. We haven't even got to the auto battle stuff yet. Another change I notice is that units don't seem to acquire experience by defeating enemies. Instead, XP is doled out at the end of the battle to whoever happens to be standing around. I suppose that makes it easier to level up your grunts, but what it doesn't do is incentivize you to use them. Am I wrong about this? It's very early days yet, but I'm already starting to have a few misgivings about the new direction this game seems to be taking. I give it a chance. At the moment I'm still comparing Disgaea 6 to all the games that came before it, but maybe, given a bit of time, we'll see if it doesn't prove to be as satisfying in its own way. If nothing else, I am enjoying the challenge of trying to understand what everyone is saying. I was quite pleased myself when I heard Zed scream at the end of the fight. And I realised I understood it. I was like, oh, he's saying serves you right. It felt good. I often struggle while studying Japanese. It's very different from English, but every now and then there's just this nice bit of crossover. When Kerberos is explaining the situation with the Prinnies, he describes it as being out of hand. What he actually says is, which almost literally means out of hand. It's so cool. I think it's cool. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time for for whatever the next tutorial is, I suppose, at this point. Anyway, yeah, thanks again, and bye bye for now.
俺には関係ねえよ。ペンギンじゃないっす。プリンっす。